Welcome to Project Wrong Way. What you don't, holy crap, I gotta top off the coolant. I've been in a fever prep for the Solid Axle Summit, which means I've been getting through some things and doing some stuff, and I haven't been doing a good job filming it. I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush. Between filming and editing, it would have taken me so long, I would have never been able to get a lot of this stuff done. So let me do a quick walkthrough of some of the things that I've accomplished. I mounted the Badlands winch. 4+ products bumper. Dave Gore makes some amazing stuff. I was ashamed that it was a Badlands winch, so I blacked out all the logos, and you can't even hardly tell now.
You could definitely read it better on the screen than in real life.
Good.
So they could tell it's a Badland.
Irregardless, I mounted this little cooler bottle, the coolant reservoir, and I made a little bracket for it. If you can see there. I will show pictures of the progress of making the bracket, in case anybody wants to do that. Comes right from Toyota Matt at Vintage Tech Products. Also, a quick shout out to my homie, Explorer Down Under. Get close on my teat. Got it? Mm-hmm. Sent me a bunch of awesome swag. Check them out. They're going on an epic journey exploring Australia. Him and his girlfriend. Sounds like a dream come true.
And a Landcruiser, right?
Yeah. The air cleaner's modified, fabbed up, and put in place. I got the air cleaner adapter as well from Cameron, and I cut and trimmed the air cleaner to fit, drilled a hole in the top of it to tighten this thing down, and it's mounted. My headlight switch, it was broken. It's from a 1972. These are very unique. I took it apart, I peeled open these little tabs right here. So I removed it, opened these 2 tabs, cleaned the inside, cleaned the contacts, put a little grease on the bottom where the ball bearing rolls, put it back together. Headlights work.
Good.
Also installed the floor dimmer switch, which is right down here. Doing a lot, actually. I cut the hole for my 3-speed. I flipped it around and re-welded it back in place, which you can see. I rushed it, but I'm starting to not care. Then I cut the side a little bit bigger. I didn't have any exact measurements, so I eyeballed everything. And I got lucky, because it fits. I'm back on graveyards, so I'm kind of a zombie. My head's not super clear. I don't know if you saw those on Instagram, but...
So now we have to have the back seats done too?
The back seat. I got a rear bench. Ty, Conlon, and George Esther found one for me. So today, I'm gonna install the soft top the rest of the way. I wanna button that up and get that part done. And also go through a little bit about the installation of the factory soft top. To install the soft top itself, you have to remove these 2 top parts. I learned that from Aaron Christensen. He's my friend on Facebook. Yeah, that piece comes up. This is the steel bows you get from Troll Hole. Now it's not a perfect fit, so I had to take some material off right here to make it work with this groove right here.
So they make it with extra material and you have to modify.
Yeah, that looks that way. Like that. So once
And
that
you
goes,
bent that out, right?
yeah, I had to bend this little tab a little bit, and I had to bend that little tab a little bit to get it to work. This piece, this top bracket, it comes loose, but you're gonna want to tack it kind of into place. Once you get the soft top mounted, you get it into a desirable position, then tack. I had to cut that part off right here. Let me grab the piece so you can see what it looks like. Or I threw it away. Can't find it. There were 2 kind of leg tabs welded on the bottom. You're gonna have to cut those off if you have a regular factory soft top. If you don't, if your vehicle wasn't equipped as a soft top originally, it's not gonna be a problem. To install the factory canvas.
Do you have to spray that one too?
Yeah, I will. I've never done this before. Putting the canvas in all the way. So this is a very good canvas type material.
Waterproof? Is it waterproof?
What?
Is it waterproof?
Oh yeah. See this tube right here? And again, this is a canvas top by Julie's Dirt Road Tops.
So you slip it in that little groove.
So yeah, I've already installed this rail.
So that's part of the kit is the rail?
Yeah, but it comes with that rail right there. I've set this in place, but I haven't actually installed it. There are edges and corners though, so be careful that you don't tear your brand new soft top. I will also notify you guys that it's about
105?
105 in here. A little more. This pulls over that corner like that. This pulls over this corner.
So the magnets are strong enough, like wind and stuff, to not blow that stuff up?
I don't know. I know it comes with magnets. Or last time I installed the door channel one, and that was actually really easy. So I'll show you. See how quick and easy that is?
Kind of.
If you do the door channel one, you still have to do this top channel. And you need some movement and flexibility. So you don't do the door channel one yet. So you do the top rail. You're gonna slip this guy on, like so. Flip it. Kind of struggle a little bit, but get that in place first. And then you put the door one on. And it's kind of awkward feeding it at first. There's some flexibility there. You can do it.
Could you lift that bracket up a little bit as you finish feeding it in?
Well, looks like I can just push it. It works okay.
Good.
And that holds it securely in place. Next step is just take the washer and the lock ring, or the nylon lock nut. We're gonna put that back on really quick and get this tightened up in place. Then we'll do the other side exactly the same. Dude, I'm starting to get the sweats, you know?
It's unbearable.
Where it gets so hot, you can't really breathe. The transmission tunnel, install that before you put the fuel tank in. Just putting that out there. Nolan mentioned about these soft tops that they're a huge pain to install, right? I'll tell you guys, if you do it this way, it's not that bad. It still sucks, and it's, you know, sweaty.
Oh, we gotta get it nice and tight.
Oh boy. So it gets a little bit, not impossible. What the hell is going on right here? There. Woo-ha! Starting to get a little toit. Good. It's gonna get even more tension though when I tack it. Remember, tighten it until it just about comes loose and then back it off a hair. I need a 5-gallon bucket to sit on, but they're all like full of either grease or rags or...
Just use that rolly seedy thing.
I don't want something with wheels on it, because I need stability. Okay, so we'll say it's 60 millimeters from the bottom of this tab to the top of the other one. And I know this one's gonna be different, because this one's at about 75 millimeters. We're just gonna, we're looking at about 75 millimeters. And this one hasn't changed at all. Tension seems pretty good. Let's try putting some of these Velcro straps on. There we go. Soft top bows, you're not supposed to be able to move these guys once they're in place. I'm gonna go up to about 80 millimeters just to keep a good tight top. And then we'll tack it down. Tack, tack. Oh, a little far. I was measuring the wrong spot. Okay. All right, 80. Should probably flip the thing over. What?
Your face says that you're...
That I'm confused. It
Yeah.
says on It's about 3 inches. What the hell? All right, we're at about 73 millimeters. Boy, how scientific is that? Poster in place. I have a decision to make. Do I weld it, remove the canvas, or do I just weld it with the canvas on? Do you want to get it somewhat out of the way, you know?
Yeah, so you don't light it on fire or put holes in it.
Very expensive. My Crocs.
Full of sweat.
Full of sweat.
Makes them slippery, huh?
Okay, I can put a piece of metal right there to protect it.
Just hit your head. Your swass is out of control, honey.
Well, sweetheart, it's really hot. I just said.
I know it's really hot.
I need to clear off some of the area so I can weld it. I just cleared off a little bit of the paint, so when I tack this in place, it'll be a good weld. I'm about 73. I just want to make sure nothing's changed. This one's up a little high, so we're gonna. All right, 73, 73. Anybody doing this? Your measurements may vary. It's probably a bad spot for a ground. Turn the welder on. I've been welding sheet metal, so all my sheet metal stuff that I covered up here. Oh, I erased it. I haven't touched the knobs. That's all you need to know.
Normally you're all over knobs.
I know. Got the gas on. That's more importante. You don't want to set the welder down on your fuel tank. It's got fuel in it. Also, grab your welding helmet before you get up in the truck. I haven't graduated yet to welding. Just close my eyes and do it. And I'm gonna get there someday. I can't wait. It's a good day for welding. Just a little. Oh, it's bad ground. I don't know if that's gonna work for a ground either. So I think you have to have it on the piece of metal you plan on welding. We'll check and see here. Ready? 73, good. Good, 73. So, I'm not going for like super weld here, anybody. I just don't want those parts to move, okay?
Right, not secure.
So it's secure now. So, let me clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna dash it with a bit of spray paint. And then we'll see, and also for people who don't know much about welding, apparently any ground is a good ground. I ground off this right here and it managed to work, So Brandon, he got these powder coated, which is a really good idea to preserve them, keep them good for a long time. The only issue though is, he also got these tubes powder coated, and that made the adjustability to find out where we need it very difficult. So remember, if you do go and get them powder coated, take about 3 inches and let it be just
Raw
metal, so you can move it up and down to get it into place. Jeez. There, that's good enough. Good enough. That is the call sign for our show here, boys and girls.
Now you're gonna let it dry before you throw that back over?
Oh, you know why? Because it's black. This would not be an episode of Project Runway
Without elephants? Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we zip on some of the sides, see what it looks like, huh?
So it like hooks in, and then you zip it?
Yeah. Really heavy duty zippers. So I'm not actually worried like I normally would be about screwing this up. Ooh, that's kind of tight, eh? That's the factory soft top installation. It's gonna stretch some. I noticed the magnets. I don't know if how good that's gonna hold things down. If the magnets don't work that well, I'll send it to Julie and say, hey, I need the D-ring loops on the bottom so I can really snug it down.
That's good.
So yeah, I love it. So that's the factory soft top installation, you guys. For anybody looking to do that, it's not a lot of work unless it's 100,000 degrees outside. I gotta put door rubber on, install the trans tunnel, bunch of other little things. Some of it I might not get on film, and I'm sorry about that. But this is actually gonna air after Solid Axle Summit, but that's the plan, as I'm trying to get to Solid Axle Summit. I'm gonna have to make some compromises. Thank you for watching Project Wrong Way as always. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out Explorer Down Under. I'll put the link down. Check out their site on Instagram. Vintage Tech Parts, Toyota Matt, thank you for the help.